everybody, how you guys doing? It's Yvonne here, and today I'd like to show you a little different how to make these wonderful tags for your gifts. Look a little Victorian, looks a little vintage, but that's exactly what I was going for. And these are done pretty much with leftover things, bits and pieces of things that I've had, and let me show you how I did this. First of all, to start off with, I collect from the remainder of, let's say, you can hear this cardstock, or this one here, or this one here. These are all backs of paper pads or 12 by 12 paper packages that I got. And I keep them because they're like corrugated, not corrugated, but they're like chipboard, but thinner. So what I do with these is I'll cut them down, and I just cut them down with my cutter. And the fun thing is you can cut it to the size that you want. And then all I do is I cut each side. And then with a little hole punch, I just add a hole in the center. Like that. And then you have your base tag. Then what I do is I'll go out and digging out my leftover pieces of paper and designer paper that I have. It could be this one. It could, like I said here, you know, I had some leftover bits and pieces from other projects and so forth. And you kind of hate to throw it out. So what I did is I save them, and then what I do is I'll just wrap this thing over. So what I mean by wrapping it, I'll take my tag and I'll just sit it at the edge like this. And then I'll add some more glue. That's how quick it goes to be done. Nothing fancy. Nothing that's too hard to do. And especially tags. A lot of people, after Christmas, they'll save their tags. Some will save them and then use them as card fronts for the following year, even though they're signed in the back. But anyway, so as you can tell, this is the card. So I just take my scissors afterwards and I'll cut out like this. And I'll cut out where the other pieces are, like that. And there, I got myself a tag done up. That's pretty quick. Now I want to dress it up because I want to make it look pretty vintagey, wouldn't you think? So what I collect along the way, these things, some of it I've purchased on Etsy, and you know, for $2 or $3, and then you can print them out in as many times as you want to. I love these things. You just can't have enough of them because they're so fun to dress up your cards with, and in a fun way, in a fun vintage way. So if I wanted to, I just play with them until I'm happy with what I see. Oh, I like this one here. I like that. And I also have some bits and pieces here. Let me see, what else what can I find here? I got a little piece of music, a little tag, like that. I think that'll be enough. So all I do at this point is I'm telling you, I don't complicate life too much. I just take it and might round off the corners like so. And maybe I'll add a few dimensionals. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It depends on the card. The thing being is that no two cards are alike. That's what I like. There are no two that are alike, that looks the same. So it doesn't look like it's been made in bulk, and then it's up to you. I know that a lot of people don't like to make tags, don't like to put a lot of money into tags because most of the time they won't end up using it all. And they hate to put money into a tag that someone might eventually throw it out. Like that. Then from there, I might play a little bit. I have all kinds of doodad that I keep along the years, and then I just kind of throw it all in a bag. And like I have little cutouts and whatever I find, I keep in this little bag, and then I can play with it, and I can make it that much more special by just adding a little piece of woodwork, like so. Isn't that adorable? And how quick is that to make? Can't have that being too difficult. This is quite simple, and I can always add a little bit of wording. Wording is something that, again, you can create on your computer. You can cut it out into cutouts that you have that you're not using. There are so many different things that you can do with that, and makes it so darn stinking pretty. Now, already it looks really, really nice. But if I want to add a little bit of flavor, some more flavor to it, I'll just dig out my little hooks here. Whoops. Now push one through. And then this way here, you can pull on the tab, you can do what you want, and it shouldn't rip through. Because sometimes we'll put a ribbon in it, and when we give it a good tug for it not to come loose, it'll rip right through the cardboard here. So I am going to add this here. I had it right the first time. Just like so. Now I'm going to take my crocodile, and I'm just going to run it through my crocodile like this. And there you go. I have myself a really nice ring. Quickly done. I add to and from, and I have myself a tag like this. And all I need to do now, take a piece of ribbon and run it through the hole. Really simple to do, guys. And at this time of giving, Christmas time, instead of going out and buy some, make some. I'm sure you have leftover. If you don't have designer paper, worry not. Use your wrapping paper. Same thing. They have beautiful wrapping paper. And look how quickly I made that little tag. And if you have leftover lace, as I did in this one, in this particular one, I added a piece of lace all the way going up, and I added some more little flowers here. And all I did was antique it all the way going around. And then this one here, the same thing. I just made I had a punch, and I just cut out a little bit of 3 layers of that little flower, and I put it together, looking like a poinsettia, I guess. A little ribbon. And all I did right here is I ripped a piece of music. I just didn't just put the whole thing in. I just ripped a piece. And this part here too, I just ripped it down, and look how pretty that is. Now for another one here, I just put a bigger piece of lace. All these laces can be bought at the dollar store in little spools. And here I have a milk bottle topper and with a Mr. Claus. On this particular one, I have half a doily, or a piece of a doily, I should say, maybe a quarter. And again, I added a little tag with another tag on top, and I had a little charm on the bow, and I glued a couple of bells. That makes it very special and different, and it rings. On this particular one, all I did after I wrapped the paper is added a Merry Christmas, ripped out a piece of that garland, and fussy cutted this bell, silver bell, and I used some Wink of Stella on the bell, and from the ribbon, the cotton ribbon, beige ribbon from the dollar store, I added a little bow. And on this one here, I used a piece of metallic like this, and I embossed it, and then I added a piece of cardstock that has these sayings on it, kind of like this, and I just added it on, added a star on the top of the tree, made another of these little flowers like I did here, except I did this one in metallic, and voila, I've got myself another beautiful tag. See how simple it is? And you can make these with all your leftovers. Box of cereals will do, box of crackers or Ritz or stuff like that. That'll all work. And the thing being is that you can come out with such beautiful tags that you don't have to buy. And they'll appreciate that much more because it comes from you. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. It wasn't much. It's just a little inspiration, I guess. Basically is what I wanted to give you guys. This is what I made in a minute. And it's beautiful. If I wanted to, I could even color that reindeer. But the point being is that you can have tags and moments that people will appreciate because it's made by you, and how you can't buy this. This is too special. This is Yvonne, and I hope I've inspired you to make your tags for Christmas and for another Monday, and we will catch you real soon with some more inspiration and ideas. Have yourself a wonderful week and be happy.